Hi folks, welcome back to the 8 Regents tournament. We are in round 2 and our focus is the Tyrell Night's Watch match. And actually there has been a bit of a turnaround here, so Tyrell is now 4-3 ahead, having won the last 3 games. And game 8 is about to start. Should have started a while back actually, a few minutes back, and but it's late, so we are just going to catch the beginning. And it's between Rupert and Zuzana, and let's see how it goes. Should be a close one. Night's Watch shows up with Banner of the Sun, and Tyrell shows up with Many-Faced God. So Many-Faced God again could be something that deals with attachments pretty well. Banner Sun sounds like wall defense. You would maybe put the attachments in to take icons away, but yeah, that could be tricky. Although, if you want the no attachments keyword specifically, then you have to mostly rely on Night's Watch cards to do that, and we see Night's Watch opens with 2 characters that do not have the keyword. And Varys' riddle for once hits at the gates. So yes, it's a Great Hall or something coming in now. It's a risk that I personally would not want to take, but well read on this occasion. Better even if it hits Summer Harvest. The only problem is that Rupert starts with no characters. He has a 6 gold setup with Hightower and Redwine Straits, which is fair enough, but yeah, something like a Scheming Septon in there would have been even better. Should be able now, if he's struggling for characters, should be able to also use Hightower, Spare Boot, and this ranger that likes to lose, right? As defending player even. So wall is the thing that is needed, I think, and we have Jon Snow. Works on attack and defense. He can stand himself. On defense he can stand everyone. And here we have a location not coming out of shadows, just being marshaled. It's a plus reserve. Can't stand the wall. Maybe our Tethersault is in here to find the icon taking locations or something like that. And Golden Grove with Great Hall already doing work. And this is something that I personally would probably struggle to use correctly. So something big coming in. Jon has stealth, so we can't just marshal a Renly and have that be it. You need Claim Soak as well. But I don't think military pressure is the goal really. So as long as he stays alive, it's not going to be followed by March to the Wall or anything like that, I don't think. Littlefinger to draw more cards. Can be used with Golden Grove, so I guess if Night's Watch was playing Recruiter to the Watch or something like that, can even take a character back, but doesn't seem to be that kind of deck. That's not the worst start here. Randall Tarley doesn't look like he has an obvious strength increase. It's the only problem, but yeah. Wall could be defended with this board, but it's not in place, so does Jon then attack instead? Attacks intrigue, not military. Hopefully no penalty, no Tears of Bliss or anything. There is a bodyguard. And losing Mace. It's not the card you want to lose. So he gains an icon of his choice and stealth. So yeah, sequencing challenges can be tricky. So Jon stands, that spends his stand ability, and he's doing military as well, which will be unopposed now. And this guy taken for claim. Not ideal, but looks like Night's Watch wins, Tyrell wins military back. And intrigue, right? And you forget about power. You could go power. No attachments on top of that pile, but can't use it on Randall because of the bodyguard, and the icons don't work out, so could use it to give Littlefinger the extra icon, or if Jon starts with some attachments. This is straight no attachments, not even no attachments without weapons, so you can get rid of the Longclaw with that. So it's a good character to keep on top of that pile, perhaps. And yeah, not doing power, even though now he could win. Of course, a growing strong stance Randall as well, but maybe not, this is not the deck for it. And here comes this on the high tower. That makes perfect sense. It's the draw engine, and can't replace it with the arbor, but you can replace it with long table, which is gives some strength boost and reduces the cost of ambush. So we saw 1 gold, and remember this agenda has that reduction on the ambush cards as well. So there is some ambush in the deck, and then you can reduce it by 2. Oh, okay, it's free power for the Desert Trader, but the one guy that, yeah, it's perfect in the death pile. That's a shame. Would be nice to hit something else. City of Secrets is just draw, and Night's Watch keeps the cards, but Tyrell doesn't, right? Yeah, lay waste on high tower, I think, will make quite a difference. That was a good play. Loses red one straights, which is already in play. Dangerous, but let's assume Night's Watch is not playing PD or Mad King's Command. And the renowned guy, Garland, could also be used to stand Randall Tarley with his ability. Yeah, they are here in numbers, but they are not defending the wall. Okay, now if you want to get rid of Condemned, you can, but you lose the bodyguard. The Tainted you can get rid of just by using Poor Fellows on Littlefinger now. He can take bounty. And he does. It's immediately played to get a bigger board. And the Golden Grow loop with Great Hall. So are we thinking no to Harris and just marshalling the big stuff? Marjorie, she could do with protection. Yeah, so with this board there is a dupe and the bodyguard, so I think you keep the bodyguard now. Forget about the power icon. You have to you use it on Littlefinger, I think. That's what I would do. Also, there is a Desert Trader, so if Randall wants his renown on the military challenge, that well, any challenge actually, he can come in, right? But it's going to be awkward. But in and out, prized, given away. Yeah. Just go for it, see what happens, I guess. Plenty of gold left. Maybe there isn't the ambush in hand right now. Scheming Septon still going to draw 1 card at some point, so power icons are not that strong. You could go with Olena's Informant, but he comes in, remember, and takes 1, and Vindictive Ranger will gain it. Renown on Randall, Renown on Marjorie, but low cost curves here, so Jon Snow is the big one. The others are small and makes me think Harris. Look at the reserve as well, 9, so Hobb is just going to draw 2. And Zuzana doesn't do anything, so do you just focus on one challenge? Or do you do all of them? Get the Desert Raider and Vindictive Ranger triggers. Yeah, because now you can take Marjorie's icon, right? With Desert Raider if you like. And that stops her renown. Taking her power icon, but power has been done. Or is she thinking that Olena's informant is coming? Remember, so you can use the agenda. Gives her another power icon even so, and would be kind of difficult to take the icons against this agenda. And if it's not going to be used for anything else, you have to use it on Littlefinger. So don't forget, get rid of a Tainted, because you get 1 chance per round and you don't want to miss these triggers. Wall seems pretty bulletproof if it was in play. Can't see how you would not defend it. And now sequencing these is important. So what's this going to do? Get rid of a Tainted. You could do military with... okay, intrigue first. With all of them. Because there is so much defense. There's Jon Snow. Now, is there a stand for this? Because there is that event. Stand small councils, I guess not. Takes Littlefinger back to hand. He can come back with draw to raise claim on the intrigue challenge. That gets rid of most of the cards now. Unfortunately, Hobb is the thing. You draw 2. And now this character should be... oh, tight. Not strong enough to win military with Randall Tarley, but strong enough to win dominance. Up to 7. And a better board for Morgulis. Hand size equal after Hobb. But the better board for Dohaeris for sure here is Zuzana's. Can keep 4 characters against just the 2, Marjorie and Orton presumably. But then Bodyguard goes on Marjorie. And Condemned comes back into play. Can get rid of it, but not if you're putting Bodyguard on that character. So far Rupert is faster, but that's without the wall in play. Let's see, some cards have been drawn. Maybe the wall is found. There could also be a plot that searches for it. Ouch. First now against retaliation. Jon Snow will survive it. Everything else seems to be going back to hand this round. There is economy to marshal an additional character, and he's in play. It's going to give prize away and not be in the dead pile to absorb claim and take icons. Okay, this is not going to get Rupert to 15, I don't think, this round, if he has a strong round here. And still there will be power on characters, and good Harris can ruin his plans, so don't want to get too excited, but let's see what gets marshaled. So Littlefinger drawing more cards, and just an Olena's Informant or Hightower Spy or something. He's playing the bounty. Does he have more stuff to marshal or just more stuff later to ambush? Because you could keep it in hand and play it later, it can be cancelled. Plenty of gold to re-marshal something, but okay, well. But what to do against military claim? Now seems like, yeah, it's taking the icon on Orton. There is this honor guard. It's going to use it for intrigue. Now Orton is a small council, which again we saw Beholder bounty. He's duped, so I don't like to see those return, but it's worth it if... Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was burning on the sand. Is that even... Let me check if that's loyal. Yeah, it's loyal, so... Didn't have the claim race, so gets rid of Bowen now. So what was... yeah, power challenge was called. That's very good. That stops almost a win here, because it's unopposed as well. But now additional military will kill Jon, which is not brilliant either. There is, if you play to Harris, we know there's characters there. They will... power will go away, and Orton and Marjorie against those Chuds. Too bad about the power challenge. I think that even wins the game. Yeah, unopposed power and dominance just wins, so... 13. Plenty of characters had some spikes unfortunately used, and yeah, it's not going to be 2 copies of that. Just one more power challenge with Renown is needed, so now I think Morghulis or Harris to take 2 power away. Harris gives you claim and more econ, so that's possibly the plot that saves the game. Morghulis is still bad, I think. Keeps all of them in play. I think need some luck here if you're Zuzana to survive. I think trade routes is good econ. Can get all of them in play, but even if you get let's say if you have all those Martell attachments, take all the icons, what do you do against the agenda trigger? Jon doesn't have no attachments. You could use it on Jon to get stealth instead of poor fellows even. And this is new. Okay, that triggers before the Renown goes through to return Marjorie or Randall. So if you could do it on a different challenge, that seems like the thing to do. Or win power and then win military or intrigue with one of those. 8 gold left. Yeah, just I think it's another one of those games that went completely in Tyrell's favor. So just don't play into King's Grave to lose that way with Randall or Marjorie. That's something, right? So she should be able to win with 1 renown. And then you do power with those that don't care if they return to hand, and it's game over. I have to say Rupert has been playing some good stuff in this tournament. Both games, very convincing. It's a player who didn't have anything on the Jousting Pavilion. We all know him from the Iron Throne, just playing casual games, but not in tournaments. And yeah, but it's definitely translated well into this tournament, and it's been playing good stuff for us. Okay, Randall can't be... there's a mystery card, but I think he's there to stay and win with his renown. Well, what can you say? Just we've had games where we ran into a wall and nothing could be done. Certainly Radek, when I joined the game, just looked completely hopeless. And we had a few of those as well in round 1. And today, Steven's game and this one, just the opposite story. Just seemed to have everything going in our favor, from the matchup itself to the actual cards that were found and drawn. So yeah, very well played. So that means we have a guaranteed draw now. It's 5-3, and that eases the pressure on the last 2 games for Robert and Francisco, who are of course 2 of our 3 best players in terms of win rate, and we are counting on them. They have strong opponents, to be fair, so it's not like they can't both lose, but we're counting on another win there. Would be really nice. So thank you for joining me on this video, and we'll see you in game 9 hopefully. Bye bye.